it's Stacey. So first and foremost, please excuse the bedhead and the zit and the no makeup face. I'm actually in my pajamas. See my little flannel pajamas. But instead of a vlog today, I'm going to be doing a video on, I've had a lot, and I mean a lot of requests to talk to y'all about my diet and exercise. And I want to reiterate, when I use the word diet, I mean food and nutrition. I don't mean short-term weight loss, because this is a journey to get healthy and to lose weight, but it's also a journey for the rest of my life to learn these skills, these tools to take me through the rest of my life as healthy as I can be. So anytime I use the word diet, I don't mean a short-term weight loss thing, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to be talking to y'all today about my diet and my exercise. I've had a lot of requests to do it. I know a lot of you, you know, have been following me for a while, so you do already know what I do. But I thought that I would do this for my new subscribers, so welcome. And also just to update y'all, you know, because I know that for me it's really motivating just to see or hear what other people are doing, and you know, things that work for them and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to keep this strictly about that and try not to wander off onto other topics, because y'all know I'm ADHD really bad, like literally, I mean not literal, so my mind tends to wander, so I'm going to try to stay on topic. Okay, so for my diet part, my food part, okay, first off, I started this journey back in, I started the first time back in October of 2010. Yes, 2010. And I started documenting it on my channel, Stacey353, which is still here on YouTube. The link is actually below. And I struggled for ever. I mean, I started with Weight Watchers. I tried Atkins. And this was my first time actually doing any sort of diet plan ever in my life. I think I was 27 when I started it, because I had never been overweight before. For those of you who don't know, I do have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is not like a big deal. It's just you're insulin resistant, meaning that your body stores, from what I understand from my doctor, my body stores carbs rather than breaking them up and getting rid of them like a normal body. So it's kind of like compared to what diabetics do. Although I'm not diabetic, okay, I'm not a diabetic. I did have kind of pre-diabetes or borderline diabetes 2 years ago, but that's completely been reversed, and I'm now healthier than I've been since I can remember. Everything's healthy and perfect. Except I'm still 16 pounds overweight. But, yeah, so I started gaining weight when I was about 23 or 24 years old. I gained 60 pounds in 2 years, like between 1 and 2 years. And it was from the PCOS. And I'm sure some was from poor eating habits. So I started the Weight Watchers and just seesawed up and down, to make a long story short, tried Atkins, all kinds of different crap. So, but it's all documented. And I'm actually still uploading those videos because I made them all private on Stacey353. So I'm uploading one like every day, and it's actually, if you're on my Facebook page, it's titled Old Video Re-Upload. So fast forward to January 2012. I really decided to just really do it. Like really do it for my health, for purposes like having a baby. I'm 29 years old. I will be 30 years old June 15th of next year. So I do want to have a baby one day, and the doctors did say that losing weight would help. So when I started the journey this time in January, I was 200 pounds. I was like 198, 196. I was practically 200 pounds. Largest I'd ever been in my entire life. My whole life, I was always skinny. I was way underweight. When I graduated high school, I was 98 pounds. When I was 22, I was like 112 pounds. So that's just a little background on me. And, yeah. So I was 200 pounds. I was a size 18. It was a tight 18. And currently I weigh 162. And I'm in a size, I would say 10 to 12. I wouldn't say exactly a 10. I would say 10 to 12. And yeah, a healthy, I'm 5'3", so a healthy weight for me is, it's like between 112 and 145. So my ultimate goal is 145. And then I'll go from there. But that's what I set like a year or two ago. So I'm 16 pounds away from that. Okay. That's just a little bit about me. Now, as for my diet, I use MyFitnessPal, which you can do it online, or you can use the app on your phone. It's free. If you have an iPhone, I'm sure it's on the Droid and lots of other phones. But basically, it tells you how many calories to eat. I eat 1,350. And I don't eat specific things. I don't just eat like fish, chicken, and vegetables. I eat lots of different things. Go to my video called What Do I Eat? And you can, I tell you all about it in that video. I actually show you through my cupboard and my refrigerator and my freezer, so that you can see that I do eat normal food. I just mostly use portion control. I don't have a big sweet tooth, so I don't eat a bunch of sweets, so I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm not really going to go over everything I eat, because I mean, it's pretty much anything that like a regular person would eat, because my theory is don't do anything that you cannot do for the rest of your life. And, you know, for me, I can't just live off of protein shakes or just fish and vegetables and things like that. That's just me. Other people can, and other people do, and they enjoy it, but that's not me. I don't eat just a bunch of junk though. I mean, you know, I do eat. Just go to my video and you'll see what I eat. Okay, so anyways, so I eat 1,350 calories a day. I usually do not go over those calories. I don't. Every now and then I do, and if I do, it's usually on a Saturday. I log everything I eat, every single thing I drink and I eat. I log it. Because you'd be surprised at how quickly calories add up, and you just realize, holy crap, I'm eating a ton of food, a ton of calories. So I log everything. I also exercise. I have not exercised since the beginning of January. It's now November, so it's taken me 11 months to lose almost 40 pounds. I just recently started exercising heavily, I would say within the past month. However, my husband got me an elliptical for my birthday last year, or this year, so it's actually right there. I use this every single day. I actually do 30 minutes of cardio a day and 30 minutes of strength training. What I do is, it varies. Well, the strength training doesn't vary. I always do, I call it strength training, but some of it's crunches and things like that. But it's just easier to call it that. Okay, I do 25 crunches to the middle. I do 25 to each side. I get on my stability ball. I do another 25 crunches to the middle. Also have a yoga mat. That's what I do my strength training on. I do push-ups. I usually do about 10. I know that's not a lot, but I'm not very strong, so I'm trying to work up to that. Which is better, because I was doing 4, so now I can do 10. I also, and when I do my push-ups, I actually get my body on the stability ball, like my knees, and I do it like that. So, I guess you could call them girl push-ups pretty much. They're not like military style push-ups. Another way you can do push-ups, which I don't do them like this, but I mean I would, is you can get against a wall, kind of step out from it a few feet and hold your arms against the wall and just like let your body just fall. Like just use your arms to push. That's a great way to do push-ups. And I do leg lifts where I lay to one side and I lift my leg. I do 25, and then I don't want to show you because it's just weird positioning trying to show you how to do leg lifts, but if you know what I mean. Okay, so I do the scissors, you know, like one leg, and then I fold that leg over and do the leg underneath. So I do 25 of those, and then I whoops here. And then I do the other side. So essentially I do 100 leg lifts every night. Then I do Superman thingies, which that's where you lay on your stomach. And any of these things you can just Google, not Google, I'm sorry. Well, you can Google, but you can just type into YouTube because there's so many people with workout videos. They'll show you how to do these things. Superman. You lay on your stomach, and then all of a sudden you lift your arms and your legs and you kick your legs and your arms like you're flying, and it tones your butt really well. I do, that's also called swimmies as well, but in cheerleading in high school we called them Superman. I also do scissors, which is where I lay on my stomach. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I lay on my back. And these hurt my back really bad, but they're really good for your lower abdomen. I lay on my back and I hold my legs up like, I don't know, just like a little bit. And then I kick both like this. Hang on. My tripod's falling down. Hang on a second. Okay, I kick like this while I'm on my stomach. So I do 25 I do 50 of those. Then I do weights. I only use 2-pound weights. I do these 25 times. I do to the front, 25 times. I do bicep curls 25 times. I hold the weights in my arms and I do these 25 times. Trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much all I do, and that usually takes me about 10 to 20 minutes to do those. I could be leaving out something, I don't really know. It's just like a routine. I just do it like every night. Every single night. And I also do 10 to 20 minutes on the elliptical. I do step aerobics, but it's not really step aerobics. I just use my Wii balance board and I just step up and down while I'm watching television. So sometimes I'll do those for 45 minutes. Sometimes I'll do them for 10. It just depends. But I do make sure that I get in an hour of cardio and strength training every single day. And the reason I'm doing that now is because, like I said, I'm only 16 pounds away from my goal. So right now, yeah, I'm focused on the scale, but I'm more focused on my body and trying to tighten it up and, get some definition and things like that. So that's why I make sure that I do this every night. That is pretty much it. Oh my gosh, no, the most important thing. I clean houses. I clean my mom's house and my grandmother's house. I clean usually about 4 to 6 hours to clean the entire house. I'm not a professional house cleaner, so yes, it does take me longer. I've never cleaned anyone's house but my own, so that's why it takes me so long, because I don't know like any tips and tricks to do it faster. I just do it thoroughly. So 3 days a week, no, wait a minute. 3 days a week I do that, and then on Fridays I do another 2 hours of cleaning at my grandmother's, and then on Saturdays me and my husband usually do, it's either yard work or something around my parents' house to help them. So, and on top of that, I clean my house every single day. Every day. I'm always cleaning. I'm always vacuuming. I vacuum twice a day. So I'm constantly moving. I don't sit much. So that is another way I lose a lot of weight. So yeah, that's about the gist of it. When I go grocery shopping, anything that I can buy that is fat-free or reduced fat that I know is not going to taste any different, I always buy it. Always. For instance, like coffee creamer, always get fat-free. I cannot taste the difference. Peanut butter, I get the reduced fat. I can taste the difference, but I still get it. Anything that I buy that I know I won't be able to tell the difference, I always get the reduced fat. That's just a little tip. But yeah, I hope that answers all of y'all's questions. I really do. And yeah, so I hope y'all have a great day. Any other questions, leave below. I do take my measurements. I don't know how many inches I've lost overall. I do know last month I lost 10.125 inches. So that's a whole lot. So, yeah, I know in my chest area, I've lost a total of between 6 and 8 inches. So that's a whole lot. I know in my thighs, I've lost about 6 inches in each thigh, I think. Wait, I started off at, yeah, 4 inches in each thigh. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you with that one. But, yeah, so that's all for today. And I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.